What's up, guys? Here with you with FC Wonderkid. Here with my guy, Pedro.
Hey
How
guys,
are you?
how you doing? Fine, mate. Fine.
So if you clicked in this thumbnail, you know we talk about summer transfers in 2022, confirmed some and rumors and others, because we know you guys love the transfers. And put down below your transfer do you think that is gonna happen this summer, because we love to know what you guys are thinking. So going with the first one, okay, Darwin Nunez to Liverpool. 80 million is the deal reportedly, with 20 million in variables. How good do you think this deal is of Darwin Nunez from 0 to 10, you'd say?
Okay, first of all, this is a huge blow for Man United if it happens.
Fucked.
Just snatching a player from their rival, I think it would be amazing for Liverpool.
It's gonna happen.
I think that I don't know how Benfica has such negotiation power, because I think that maybe he could leave for less money, but I don't think he's worth less for what he will bring in the future. I think he matches the Liverpool philosophy. Okay,
Darwin.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a fast player with good finishing, perfect for transitions. He likes to press, and he's strong physically.
Fucked.
Super strong.
Fucked.
So for me, I would rate this transfer, if it happens,
It's gonna happen.
8 out of 10.
I can tell you, FC Wonderkid news reportedly, I already know this deal is signed through. Done deal, okay?
And can you imagine a front three with Luis Diaz, Darwin, and Jota?
Why do you imagine? It's gonna happen. But next
It's crazy.
season, it's gonna be Luis Diaz front three with Darwin Nunez and Mo Salah, okay?
Energy,
and Jota
the energy,
just
the-
coming off the bench.
Just the energy up front, it's crazy.
Fucked. And I agree with you, Darwin Nunez for me. Look, amazing deal, okay, going to Liverpool. And for me, it's just the best answer to do to Man City. Man City bring in Haaland. Darwin Nunez goes to Liverpool after. It's 2 blockbuster signings at striker, and people are going to compare them nonstop. And I'm going to say this. Klopp with Darwin can do magic. Can do magic, because if Darwin Nunez improves his first touch, we're talking here of a top 3 striker in the world, in form with his potential. That he has it. Physically, he's not stopped. Virgil van Dijk even said him himself.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Virgil van Dijk said, no one is as, not no one, but he's one of the most physical players, and I can't stop him.
He put him on the top 3 most complicated strikers to defend at the moment.
And
yeah.
this is Virgil van Dijk, and this is like in a corner. Just imagining here a corner of Liverpool. Konate, Virgil van Dijk, Darwin. Darwin is huge too, and you can't win the ball off him easily.
The anticipation power of Darwin is
So
really good
I
as
am
well.
gonna say out of 0 to 10, Darwin Nunez for me is a 9. Is a 9 because Liverpool too are in a fragile
But
situation.
you're considering the price as well, right?
Yes, considering the price, and Sadio Mane is gonna leave for 40, 50.
I don't think
40,
it will be that
50?
much.
No? You
30, because he doesn't have many years left in his contract.
1 year, but I'd say the leverage power of Liverpool is, if you don't want him for 40, we'll just stay with him 1 more season. I think Liverpool is more than fine for that, because Sadio Mane is but leading up, okay,
Yeah, we'll
so
see.
Sadio Mane, Bayern Munich, you reckon it's gonna happen?
I reckon it's gonna happen. I think it's not the best, but a good response to Lewandowski leaving.
Yes.
Okay, not the same type of player. Far from being the same type of player, but I think that it will be one more reference at the offense next season at Bayern, because they needed one after Lewandowski leaves. I still think they're gonna try and get to number 9. But I think
Not a lot of them.
considering the price they're gonna pay for Mane and the value that they're gonna get from his ability, I think it's a really good acquisition, really well snatched. And I will give it, if it happens, a 9 out of 10, because I really think he's going to perform at Bayern.
Leading up with what you said, I think it's an excellent answer for Lewandowski leaving, and I will give it 9 out of 10.
Okay.
I agree with you. I think it's an excellent move. And yeah, there's not a lot of strikers that they can get. After Darwin goes, how many strikers? Scamacca that we mentioned for PSG or Arsenal? Like, there's... So... Sadio Mane is an excellent answer to that departure. So I'm going to go now with a player that is a necessity and what the coach wants. And it's Frenkie De Jong, Man United. The rumors are non-stop. And it's not just rumors now. It's guarantees that offers are coming in at Man United for Frenkie. So, what do you reckon about all this with Frenkie De Jong?
I mean, I think that if Erik ten Hag wants De Jong, United should give him De Jong. Because if he, as a fact, wants him, it's because he has a special plan for Frenkie, okay? And I think that
They need a
United
six.
is a mess all over, okay? Their game style is a mess. You cannot even figure out what they're trying to do on the pitch. So, by bringing in Frenkie, they are bringing in organization to their game style, okay?
Six.
And I think that's what Erik ten Hag wants. Somebody at the midfield that can boss the game around, that passes with criteria towards the strikers, okay? And I think Frenkie does that part beautifully.
I agree. And automatically, when they get Frenkie De Jong, they're automatically increasing the value of who? Donny too. Donny's going to play much better.
The link-up will be amazing.
And then you got James Garner to come off the bench. Annabelle Meshri, okay, he can come off the bench. And Fred, I think Fred can have a good position in this team as a squad player. But I don't know if you'll accept it.
Why are you not mentioning Bruno Fernandes?
But because Bruno's more up forwards.
Yeah, but he still, it will still require connection between the three
Definitely. But Donny, but it's just 6 and the 8. But yeah, Bruno Fernandes got that 10 role. But I do think they should get another 10.
That's
just
one
to
of the
compete.
best midfields in the world right there.
What? Bruno Fernandes, Frenkie, Donny?
I think if Donny meets the expectations that were required of him last year when he came to United, I think that might be one of the best midfields in the world in the future, yeah.
Bruno, Frenkie, and Donny.
Yeah, why not?
So those are the expectations for Man United fans. And so, 0 to 10, how much would you give to Frenkie De Jong?
It depends on the value of the transfer, but it's reported that is
80 million.
85
I think
million.
Barca will only let 80.
So, but I don't, yeah, I mean, I would go for an 8 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because of the money.
That's why I gave it an 8. Otherwise, if it was like for 60, 55 million, I would give it a 9 out of 10.
I
probably.
feel you. And so let's lead up with another Premier League transfer that I cannot stop seeing, and it's Dembele. Because Dembele ain't staying at Barcelona with the amounts of money he's asking for. And the club that is meeting those expectations, as it seems, is Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea and Dembele. What do you think is going to happen?
I mean, it also depends a lot on what's going to happen with the Lukaku situation.
Yes. And Pulisic.
And
Pulisic.
That was what I was going to ask you. What do you reckon that will happen to Pulisic if Dembele comes?
He
to
goes.
Chelsea?
I think Pulisic is going to go. I think Pulisic wants to be the main man. And with Thomas Tuchel, with all due respect, I don't think Thomas Tuchel will put him in the same position as I see the news Klopp with Liverpool put him.
But yeah,
so
I don't know. Thomas Tuchel clearly knows Dembele, right? I think he coached him at Dortmund.
Yeah.
So he knows his potential. So he, as I said for Erik ten Hag with Frenkie, he also has a plan for him for sure.
What's the potential though with Dembele?
It depends on the injuries, man. Because he's too prone to injuries. Okay,
Yes.
and he has a lot of potential. He had a few years back. Everybody said that he had the potential to be one of the best around. Okay.
He goes to Barca. 105.
The thing is, he didn't live up to the expectations.
True.
Okay, he's super talented, great right foot, great left foot. He can even decide which one's better. But I don't see him succeeding
at Chelsea.
I don't think it's 100% clear that he will succeed at Chelsea just due to his prone to injuries. Okay, due to him being prone to injuries. So if I had to give a rating for the transfer, I don't know. Can you give me like a trial amount, like an example amount?
A free agent? He'll come as a free agent, but per year he'd receive, I'd say, 20 million or 15.
What do you reckon would be the fees, the signature fees?
Ooh, I think that deal would cost all fours 30 to 40 million to Chelsea.
Okay, so for 30 to 40 million, considering
as
he's coming on a
agent,
free, I would give Dembele a 7 out of 10, considering the risk of him being injury prone. Okay, but if he's free of injuries, I would give a 9 out of 10 for this deal.
And giving that 9 out of 10, how good do you think Tuchel with Dembele can become? Do you reckon a Ballon d'Or contender?
I mean,
leveling to Mbappe like everyone was saying in the
you
past?
should just watch him play at Dortmund. Dembele. So when he was playing at Dortmund with 17 years old, everybody said this guy is a true Ballon.
Was he 17 though?
I think 17.
He was young.
17, 18. I'm not sure, but everybody said this kid is going far. This kid might actually win the Ballon d'Or. This kid, when he went to Barca, he might be a replacement for Messi when he leaves.
Well,
so.
Neymar replacement. He came as a Neymar replacement.
But Messi was getting old. Okay, he was well set to be a Barca reference in the future, and he didn't live up to expectations. So I think if he's fit, he can still turn it around. Okay, I think he can be a contender. Do not get me wrong, a contender
for the Ballon d'Or.
Not the main contender, but one of the contenders for the Ballon d'Or.
I agree with you, and I go with a 7 out of 10 too for Dembele because of that past relationship with Tuchel and the fact that you got Ziyech maybe leaving, Pulisic going, and Lukaku too. Lukaku, let's just mention here Lukaku. I don't have a plan, but Lukaku Inter is the rumor. Is the big rumor.
Imagine if Inter sells Skriniar, maybe they have the funds to go after Lukaku again.
So you reckon he's going back to Inter, Lukaku?
I think that's what he wants, and he left that pretty clear throughout the season with his comments. And I think he deserves to go back to a place where he was happy.
Deserves? He cost 110 million to Chelsea.
He deserves because I think he can play much better than he's playing right now. And at Inter, he broke the record of Ronaldo Nazario. He was playing absolutely amazingly. He was one of the best strikers in the world at Inter.
But playing with Conte. So do you reckon even if he goes to Inter, we're going to see the same Lukaku?
But Inter after Conte didn't drop as much as expected.
True, the formation's the same,
and they were fighting for the Scudetto until the last match of the championship. They won the Coppa d'Italia. They were playing well. Okay, so let's see next season. I think it would be a good option for him.
So 0 out of 10, you reckon Lukaku to Inter if it happens?
Okay. I mean, it depends. If Inter are able to get him for 70 or 80 million,
I'd say that'd be the number.
I think that would be like a 9 out of 10 because they sold him at a more expensive price 1 season ago.
True.
So it's almost like
Chelsea
it's like a 30 million loan. If they could get back Lukaku for 70 million, it's a 30 million loan.
True. And Chelsea looks horribly bad with that one. And leading up now with a transfer that has no transfer. Well. Not value, but transfer move, but it's just as a free agent. Rudiger to Real Madrid, okay? Definitely what Real Madrid needed at a center back role, but how much is your evaluation for Rudiger, you'd say?
As the deal stands, 10 out of 10.
Free agent.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
I think Real Madrid were really missing that tall guy at the back, okay?
Centre back, definitely.
I think it's going to be crucial for Real Madrid next season. Okay, they have Eder Militão and Alaba. But I think that they might explore Alaba at the left, okay?
Okay,
because
that can happen.
Ferland Mendy is a good player, okay? But I think Alaba has a potential to show himself once again at the left back, okay? And that would open space for a center back duo with Eder Militão and Rudiger, okay? And I think it's a really good transfer.
But Alaba and Rudiger would be good too at center back.
Yeah, no doubt. But I think Militão, the way he's playing, I think he deserves to remain at the starting 11.
I love Mendy too, man. That's why I'm a bit... I do reckon that's excellent to have.
That's for Ancelotti to decide.
Exactly.
I mean, there's no such thing as a bad headache when it comes to having too many options. Okay?
Very true. Only if that bad headache both get the same salary. That would be what I'd say in football. But I agree with you. But Mendy, I love him at left back. But they can happen. And they do need to sign maybe another left back, okay? Because they need options. And with the final transfer, okay? Because that's this Portuguese man. We've seen him play ever since he was at Benfica. And now seeing him go, as reportedly said, Renato Sanches to AC Milan. What are your thoughts on this one? Because it seems like it's really going to happen.
I think it's almost done, right? Yes. We mentioned a few months back that it was a really good option for AC Milan to go get Renato Sanches.
Maldini.
And I think it's going to be game-changing for AC Milan, and they need Champions League type of players right now because they will be required to make a good Champions League campaign to confirm the good momentum they're having.
Yes.
So I think you can really make a difference The pace he has is crazy. The physical ability, and I would like to see the link up with Rafael Leão as well.
Rafael Leão.
Can you just imagine like the AC Milan players just running up front for an offensive transition with Renato with the ball on his feet and just finding the pass to Rafael Leão? I mean, it would be amazing to watch.
And then you got that work rate in midfield. I said Tonali in the past, but I forgot Benacer too. Benacer, unbelievable midfielder too, Algerian midfielder. And then with the past two of great transfers like Kalulu too, Tomori, Renato Sanches goes in the same, and he's an excellent move too to AC Milan with Maldini. And so you reckon Rafael Leão is going to stay at Milan?
I think so, because his price tag is just too high for someone to
120 million or 50, 150 though.
His one-on-one is purely amazing to watch. He's a really entertaining player to watch, because he just isn't afraid of the opponent.
Very true.
He sees an opponent, he goes straight up to him.
Rafael Leão has Ballon d'Or potential in him.
Yeah, I think so, and I think he was underrated until this season.
Yes, and being the best player in Serie A, he's rated as he should be. Well, if you don't rate him, you should, my people.
And he was considered the best player at one of the top leagues in the world, so that says it all. Okay?
So, and playing for Portugal now, we see him more often, right? In the last 3 games, we saw him being involved. So, and that pass to Nunez from Rafael Leão, that link up between the two. On the left, we might see Nunez and Rafael Leão for Portugal.
At the World Cup in Qatar.
That'd be unbelievable. So people, put down below transfers that we haven't mentioned and what ratings that we get wrong. Do you think that we got wrong? Tell us down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to FC Wonderkid on YouTube. Thank you, people, for going bold with us at FC Wonderkid.
Got to go bold.